On YouTube, there's tons of analog horror. Whether it's an ongoing series or a short video, you can find plenty to watch and enjoy. There's one in particular I'd like to discuss. The horror of it isn't so much what it shows you, but more of the implications, the things you put together after you finish watching it. The one I wanted to talk about is The Kid and the Camera. This story begins with a boy named Kalen. He ends up getting gifted a camera for his birthday, which he loves. He spends all day snapping pictures and having fun until one day he falls and he breaks it. He stays up all night, unable to sleep, tossing and turning in bed, when in the middle of the night he hears a knock. It's a strange creature. It calls itself the Kipsneed and says he is his personal sleep fairy. Kalen hasn't been getting any sleep, so he wants to know why. Kalen says he shouldn't talk to strangers, but the Kipsneed isn't a stranger. Kalen then tells the Kipsneed he can't sleep because he broke his camera. The Kipsneed tells Kalen to follow him to his house and he can fix it there. Kalen agrees to go and walks out into the night. He reaches a house and the Kipsneed calls out to him.
The portal to my home world's inside. Come along.
Kalen goes into the house and is never seen again. If we rewind back to the Kipsneed's first appearance, when we see him at the window, that was the first sign of something strange. Anything claiming to be a sleep fairy surely wouldn't be limited by something so regular as a window.
I'm the Kipsneed, your sleep fairy.
He just walks up and knocks on it. It's strange. Then it seems to know Kalen's name, which, if this thing isn't what it claims to be, means it's been watching the boy for a long time.
I know all the girls and boys around the globe. I know their parents, their homes, their names. Why, I even know your name, Kalen. Now, would a stranger know your name?
Something a lot smaller is what initially caught my attention here when Kalen hands over his camera to the Kipsneed and says it's broken. We finally see that the only thing broken is the cracked screen, and the Kipsneed gives this quick look before returning back to his regular conversation. And that look was just always so creepy to me. I think the way it's shown breaks the facade of the Kipsneed. His body language changes here. It's almost like Kalen assumes the camera is broken because of the screen, but when the Kipsneed checks, it works fine. Or it could just mean that the Kipsneed now has a reason to carry out a plan. He has something to go off of. But the look to me at least feels like that's when the Kipsneed decides to use the camera as a way to get Kalen out of the house, and that's exactly what happens.
Why don't I get this camera fixed for you? You could do that? Of course, and I know just the place. A factory in my homeworld. I'll lead you to the portal.
It's just a small eerie detail that I always think about. And the fact that he says he's his personal sleep fairy, but they've never met, also is just something strange before. And the design of the Kipsneed is terrifying and sweet all at the same time. It would, of course, entice a child, this whole look would, but as an adult, the uncanniness of it is alarming. Then the scene changes to Kalen leaving the house as the Kipsneed calls out to him through the darkness.
Over here.
This is where Kalen begins to take pictures to mark his path. I don't know if showing that the camera works here is supposed to be a reveal or not, but it feels like it. I mean, later we see that the pictures are a little shaky and strange, but the camera works fine and it can be fixed. And maybe Kalen walking into the woods to get his camera fixed by this creature could be him scared to tell his parents that it's broke. Just a lot of ways that kids think, and it feels like the Kipsneed's taking advantage of this. But Kalen, goes out taking pictures to mark his path, and he's probably unaware that he's actually using the camera. It's working, but it's not completely broken after all. That's why him leaving into the night is all the more tragic. Once Kalen reaches the house, the music stops.
Kalen reached a house.
And he's visibly scared.
Seems quite abandoned, thought the boy. And dark, but there was the Kipsneed's voice again, beckoning. The portal to my home world's inside. Come along.
But he goes inside anyway. Even the narrator's tone becomes solemn, like he knows what's about to happen.
So, in spite of his obvious fright, Kalen marched into the home.
Kalen snaps pictures as he goes in, and it's just an abandoned house. It's dark, no lights. No one obviously lives here. But Kalen continues. He gets to the basement door and begins to go down, and he snaps a picture. And we see this. The Kipsneed at the bottom of the basement stairs. It's no longer sweet anymore, and it no longer looks as whimsical as it did in Kalen's window. Now that we see it, it looks fake, almost like a suit. When you see it through Kalen's eyes, it looks one way, and in the picture, we see it through an adult's eyes. Kalen gets to the basement, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the TV logo is gone. It feels like we've left the safety of the TV show, and now we've entered a horror movie. Kalen takes one last picture in the dark, and we see this. No jump scares or any other direct horror aspects, just build up and narration to convey what happens. The only thing the police find are Kalen's feet. We don't even know if he's dead. The story is so well done and effective. It plays on the naivety of children and the fear we all once had as kids. Being kidnapped and stranger danger was a part of the core curriculum in guidance class. This is a cautionary tale of stranger danger, and this happens way more than we know. I love this story. In a strange way, I love the animation here, and the VHS look especially. This horror short has always been a favorite for me, and I hope you go watch it for yourself and love it, if you're weird like me, but that's all I wanted to talk about. There's other shorts on here that are super fun and scary too, and very compelling, and I'd love to get to all those at some point, and I might if it's interesting. Yeah, go watch this one and enjoy it for yourself. You'll see the horror just like I did. And yeah, that's it. See ya.